Business ethics, also known as corporate ethics, is a form of applied ethics or professional ethics that examines ethical principles and moral or ethical problems that can arise in a business environment. It applies to all aspects of the business conduct and is relevant to the conduct of individuals and the entire organizations. These ethics can originate from individuals, organizational statements, or from the legal system. These norms, values, ethical practices are principles that guide a business. They help those business maintain a better connection with their stakeholders. Business ethics refers to contemporary organizational standards, principles, sets of values, and norms that govern the action and behavior of an individual in the business organization. Business ethics have two common dimensions: normative business ethics and descriptive business ethics. Interest in business ethics has accelerated dramatically over the past few years. It was construed by one scholar, Adam Smith, that people of the same trade seldom meet together even for merriment or diversion. But the conversion rate in conspiracy against the public or in some contrivances to raise prices, governments use laws and regulations to point business out behavior in what they perceive to be beneficial directions. Ethics implicitly regulate areas and details of behavior that lie beyond government control. The emergence of large corporations with limited relationships and sensitivity to the communities in which they operate accelerated the development of formal ethic regime. Maintaining an ethical issue is the responsibility of the manager of the business. According to an article in Journal of Business Ethics, managing ethical behavior is one of the most pervasive and complex problems facing business organizations today. Business ethics reflects the philosophy of business of which one aims is to determine the fundamental purpose of a company. Then sacrificing profit for other concerns is a violation of its fiduciary responsibility. Corporate entities are legal persons, but that does not mean that they are legally entitled to all the rights and liabilities of a natural person. Ethics are the rule or standards that govern our decisions on a daily basis. Many consider ethics with conscience or simplistic sense of right and wrong. Others would say that ethic is an internal code that governs our business, individual conduct, ingrained in each person by family, faith, tradition, community, law, and personal morals. Corporation and professional organizations, particularly licensing boards, generally have a written code of ethics which govern the standard of their behavior and standards of professional conduct, which is expected out of them in all fields. It is important to note that law and ethics are not synonymous, nor are the legal and ethical courses of action in a given situation necessarily be the same. Statutes and regulations passed by legislative bodies and administrative boards set forth the law. Whenever start talking about social ethics, we need to be reminded of the Friedman Doctrine, which said that the only entities that have the responsibility of being ethical or unethical are the individuals. A business cannot have responsibility. So the question, do corporate executives provide that they stay within the law, have responsibility in their business activities other than to make as much money for their stakeholders as possible? And my answer to that is no, they do not. This is the Friedman doctrine as well. In a country in 2012, a survey was done. It was found that informed public ranging from 30 to 80% have described Friedman argument as consequentialist or utilitarian rather than pragmatic. Friedman argument implies that unrestrained corporate freedom would benefit the most people in the long term. Tuska argued the Friedman doctrine and failed, but he failed to differentiate the two very different aspects of the business, which are the motive individuals who are generally motivated by the profit to participate in business and socially sanctioned the business, or the reason why people allow businesses to exist within the society, which is to provide goods and services to the people. Business ethics reflects the philosophy of business, of which one aim is to determine the fundamental purpose of a company. If a company's purpose is to maximize shareholders' return, then sacrificing profit for other concern is a violation of its fiduciary responsibility. Corporate responsibilities or corporate entities are the legal persons, but this does not mean that they are entitled to the rights of human.